Hey, okay. Hi, Doc South here. And I remember, I was thinking back when I was in school. Um, I believe in science class. I used to doodle solar panels. Solar receivers for making, to create heat. I don't know where I got the idea. Maybe I read it in a book somewhere as a kid, saw it on TV, maybe Captain Video. I don't know. But I remember doodling one day what basically would be a solar furnace that would focus in on the sun. It would aim at the sun. It'd be like a dish, like a radar dish. Okay. With a rod coming out and then a bulb on the, in other words, here's the mirror, the rod, and the bulb. And the bulb would be filled with hot water or water that would be made hot by the sun. And it would be, since it was a big mirror, a concave mirror, aiming at this uh, bowl or this, I don't know, bowl would be the best thing. This knob on the end of a rod filled with some kind of fluid that could be heated without blowing up. This would create, you could create steam with that and thereby turn a dynamo and make electricity. I remember doing that. My science teacher's looking at that. He says, I don't know. That don't look, it don't look too bad. Now, some of my friends will look at it and say, South, you're an idiot. How are you going to get that thing hot enough just with a little bit of sunlight shining down on it and all that? You should have heard my friends. Any case, again, big mirror on the ball, creating heat, turning a turbine. There you go. You got heat. And I, I don't know. I figured, well, if everyone thinks I'm dumb about that, gosh. I mean, we're talking, this was, I guess, back in the 60s, give or take. But I always thought it was a good idea. It turns out now I think they do that, don't they? I mean, at least that's one other way of creating um, solar power. Well, so I've always been kind of a fan of it. But and the other day, the electric company sent me a letter. They said, dear Mr. South, we're now into many of our generators are going to be eventually eliminated, and we're going to go to solar energy. Would you be interested in exclusively using our solar method of getting electricity, into the grid and then to your house? Now they weren't saying they were going to build a device on my roof here, but they had big fields, I guess, out in the desert for that kind of thing. And I said, gee, that'd be a great idea. Well, I have now that I think I got the first of the letters something like about 8 months ago, and and they tell me to fill out this form. It's just a handy dandy questionnaire. It says that on my either I think on near my oh gosh, the gauge that tells you how many kilowatts are going through. Okay, there's a number, and all I got to do is write that number in these blocks. It's an 18-digit number. Well, I said, well, this is great. I'll go down. I go down. I'm there at the meter, looking at it. I said, I don't see any 18 numbers, letters, or anything. It's maybe 10, something like that. Not certainly not 18. Well, I said, well, maybe that's just how it is. So I filled it out, mailed it in. About 3 weeks later, I get a letter back. Sorry, your request cannot be processed because we don't have the right number. You gave us a number that was too short. So I tried it again. This time I added some zeros, figuring maybe that's what it was. Nothing. I don't know. I tried zeros on the back, zeros on the front, zeros in the middle. Nothing. I'm batting zero is what I'm doing. And so now I see they got a phone number, so I think I'm going to call them. Let me see if there's any zeros in this. Maybe I'm not going to call. Let me look here. Where the heck's the number? Nope, no zeros, just the 800. Yeah, which you can get by with that. I'm going to see what happens. I'd love to sign up for our basic electricity being generated by solar. That'd be great. But so far, nothing. I guess in a way you could think coal is kind of old-fashioned solar. I mean, the sun shined down on a whole bunch of vegetation. It grew. It was giant vegetation. It all collapsed. Eventually got buried, kept burying itself, turned to coal. It took a couple million years, but it did it. I mean, but I guess that don't count as solar. Anyway, I'm going to see what I can do. I'll get back to you. I'm going to send this. I'm going to call them and see what happens. Maybe from there they can. Maybe I can get the ball rolling by talking to a human. I think that might be the idea. Perhaps, in a way, me talking to a computer is like, I guess, like an ant trying to talk to a human. Right. So, because the computers just absolutely, totally, and completely don't make sense. It's a miracle I get these stories out. I'm telling you. Anyway, I just thought I'd say, keep your fingers crossed. I'm going in. So let me see. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay? Yeah. All right. Bye now and God bless.